Shalawam Israel. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH BAHASHam YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalawam to your elect men. Just keep pushing. We almost out of here. Alright, this is just jumping right into it. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. And right now, no matter if you're not, you may be in a woe is me spirit, or life may be hectic for you as far as bills and this and that and the third. All right, all the things to try to keep you sleep or keep you away from the Most High. But the scriptures say, and now that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So now it is high time to awake out of to cast all of that away, man. Basically, all the burdens of this world, that's the things that could keep you asleep, man. All right, or keep you away from the Most High. But now it's time to wake out of that, man. All right, like these, even like brothers, been putting up countless been putting up videos about how Esau is coming to take us. You know what I'm saying? Esau is pushing closer and closer to persecuting us, man. Us men of Israel, man. Here it is. They haven't been talking about the Israelites before, but now that they do, they always demonize us. With the guy who killed, I believe, the older lady and his girlfriend, and even that show, Hate Thy Neighbor, how they had Johanna up there, shooting guns, talking real carnal, man. Talking about he ate the white man, this, that, and the third. All right, so those guys are asleep, man. And all these other camps, man. ISUPK, as we just mentioned, HODC, Zabak, IUIC. All these dudes is asleep, man. But we know, all right, through the spirit, that it's high time to wake out of sleep, because it's persecution time, man. For some of us brothers, man. Not all of us brothers, but some of us, man. All right, so in a time of persecution, man, it's very, they're going to try to, take us away from the Most High. They're going to try to, as the scriptures say in Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, to see basically if our power is real, man, to see how much we believe, man. All right, so right now, we just got to be spiritual and to realize the blessings of this truth, man. The blessing that the Most High, bless us with in coming into this truth, man. All right. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth manifest is light. All right, and we see, brothers doing videos on these dudes, and just in general, man, the things of this world, as far as them bringing out the chip. Apostle Harvard gets into the World War III, the uprising of World War III, what Donald Trump is doing and stuff like that. So it says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that Slakia, I'm in verse 13. But all things that are approved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth manifest is light. And we know, like I said, brothers breaking different things down, what through the spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHam YAHAWASHI in his word, which is the scriptures. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahawashi shall give thee light. So right now, we can't be asleep, man. All right? But we have to be circumspect, man. All right? The scriptures also, always speaks about us being circumspect, man. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, Yahawashi shall give thee light, man. So cast off the cares of this world. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're in that woe is me spirit and different, demons that we face day to day, man. Don't let that get to you, man. All right? Because as I just read, it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. It's coming persecution. It's persecution time, meaning basically things are gonna get rough and rough, more rough for us, man. All right. It says, and Yahawashi shall give thee light, man. All right. So if we be more spiritual, we be more circumspect. All right. Yahawashi is going to sup with us, man. All right. But we just have to understand what time we coming in, man. You have different, different brothers, throughout the countless videos brothers do week in and week out. They, it's been heavy that the brothers been talking about, basically remaining spiritual, man. Going harder, man. All right, for the Lord, man. All right. All right, because as the scriptures also say that this work is a labor of love, man. So brothers is warning us, man, as we supposed to do as well, man. We're supposed to warn, we're supposed to warn each other and the people to the fact of, persecution is coming, man. All right. These last days is coming, man. They coming swiftly, man. Death, this is a year of death, diligence, and destruction, man. So, like the Apostle Hart said, if you're not being diligent, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? All right? And those that are not a part of the elect, which we're going to get into, how the elect, walks in the spirit, man, walks in the light of Yahawashi, man. Therefore, what? No, nothing can, the darkness of this world can't touch him, man. All right? But if you're not walking in the light of Yahawashi, you're going to be swallowed up by this world, man. All right, you're gonna break and you're gonna crack, man. In them last days, if you're not walking with Yahawashi, man. All right, if you're not built up in the spirit, man, and you're not built up with Yahawashi, all right, being built up in the spirit, building up your faith, all right, building up your perseverance, building up your mentality, man. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And you see that we coming into some evil times, man. Some real evil times, man. As it is written in Romans 12:12, that Esau shall come down having great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time, man. All right, one of those great wraths, all right, is more false flags attacks, all right, famine, all right, pestilences. He's pushing this out, man, in his movies, man. And we know that his movies, basically foretell what he's gonna do in real life, man. Because the days are evil, man. How we also know that the days are evil? Because you have more and more scoffers coming up against Yahawashi, man. The spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. All right, and we know, all right, that the will of the Lord is for us to be spiritual, man. It's for us to be more and more spiritual, man. And be not drunk with wine. All right, Zabat. All right, Yohana. These guys are drunken with wine because they looking at, a building in this place, man. They looking at making money in this place, so they're drunk with wine, man. They don't see the enemy, all right, coming down on them, man. Prime example, like I was saying, General Yohana, man. He's looking like a fool up there, man. All right, he don't know that these devils, man, is using him, man. All right, they're using him until they don't need him anymore, man. All right, as the scriptures say, the thief coming not but to steal, to kill, and destroy, man. All right, Esau trying to take our faith, man, and all right, and destroy, all right, our name, man, which is we come in the spirit and the power of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. All right, but a more generic name, as more people might know us, is the Israelites, man. All right, which it is a beautiful thing for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, you are Israelites, but they're gonna try to demonize us, man. All right. It says, speak to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. All right, we're supposed to be meditating more on His word, reading, giving ourselves to prayer, giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahawashi, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. All right. We're supposed to submit ourselves, one to another, making videos, praying for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because the days are evil, man. As I just read, man. The days are evil, man. And if you're not spiritual, If you're not spiritual, man, the Most High is going to destroy you, man. That's it. If you're not of the elect, man, ultimately, if you're not of the elect, which the elect is going to be spiritual because they were with the Most High from the beginning of the earth, man. All right? And what Yahawashi say about the elect, man? In Matthew's, let me see and get it real quick, Matthew 13. Which this whole chapter is good. And Yahawashi is basically talking about you had some, you know what I'm saying, some that came into this truth, and because, you know, they weren't spiritual, they fell by the wayside because they weren't the elect, ultimately, like I was saying, but because they weren't spiritual. Matthew 13, 13 and 5, some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth, because they weren't rooted in this truth, because they weren't rooted in Yahawashi. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had not root, they withered away, man. Flat earth doctrine, all different types of shenanigans, man, of their feelings. All right. So because they wasn't being spiritual, they withered away, man. All right. Because they wasn't being spiritual, they withered away, man. Now they talking stuff about the guys who they once reverenced, man. That's how they withered away, man. Some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. Flat earth doctrine, like I was saying, different off doctrines, you know, things that may have went over their head as far as Israelite foreigners. All right, the rape doctrine, whatever, man. The so-called rape doctrine, Salakia. But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. But on the contrary, others fell into good ground. Right? They took heed. They understood what was going on, man. They understood this truth, man. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Who have ears of wisdom, let him hear, man. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God, of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. All right, so it's very important that we have, man. All right, that we get it. All right, that we understand, man, that we get it, man. It's very important, man, for us to get it, man. All right, because you have, man, the Most High is going to continue to sup with you, and he's not going to leave you in the last days, man. But if you don't have, it's going to be taken away from you, man. You're going to panic. All right, think about it. You falling out over a flat earth doctrine. All right, Esau could easily just come in your house, put a gun to your head, and you take the chip, man. Because you're weak, man. You're not spiritual, man. And you never truly believe, man. And you're not of the elect. All right? That's why it's so very important, man, for us to get it, man. All right? Because the Most High, if you get it, man, all right, you're walking with the Most High, he's going to sup with you. He's going to keep walking with you, man. Romans 8 and 9. 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. All right, and we know that all of us are in the flesh, obviously. All right, the scriptures say that basically we're going to be judges of men, you know. The Most High basically sent judges in the flesh, man, but walking according to God in the spirit. But you know what? Let me get that, because that's a good precept as well, man. 1 Peter 4 and 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit. All right, just heard the proving that, you know, of course we're going to be in the flesh, but we're going to live according to the Most High in the spirit. In spirit, are we going to be spiritual? See if there's more than that. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch until prayer. All right. Further proving that point, man. We almost out of here, man. We almost out of here, man. Back at Romans 8 and 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Right? Which we have better understanding of that now. Verse 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now if any man have not the Spirit of Yahawashi, he is none of his. Alright? So that's what I'm saying, man. You better live according to the Spirit, man. So that what? In them last days, you don't forget, man. Because the days are evil, man. It's going to get even more and more worse, man. Alright? Alright, like I always bring out, how, last year was the year to push, man. But this year is a year of death, destruction, and diligence. Just in the month of January alone, man, a lot of stuff been happening, man. Brothers been waking up. More death, more destruction, more diligence. More death, more destruction been happening, man. All right, so let's see if there's more in this. I'm going to skip to verse 12. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh to live after the flesh. Verse 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. Alright? So, we trying to live, man. You doing this work, what, to live, man? To get saved, man. Alright? But not to be destroyed, man. And not to die, man. Alright, so, hey, man, it's better to be carnally minded. I mean, it's Slakia, that's Satan. It's better to be spiritually minded than carnally minded, because to be carnally minded, alright, shows that you are none of Yahawashis, man. In which case you are destined for destruction. Alright? But as it is also written, to put on the elect, man. Alright? Put on the elect, put on the breastplate of righteousness. Alright? So our job is to remain spiritual. To to try and understand the Jews that the apostles and elders are dropping on us. Even different heads of our camps, man. It's to try and understand, what they're dropping on us, man, because it's very detrimental to our spirit, man. All right, as it is also written at the in Hebrews 13, that these men watch over our souls. Let me see. Hebrews 13. 17. Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief. Alright, so they watch for our souls, man. The apostles and others watch for our souls, man. Right? And the live streams that they pushing out, they talk about a lot of different things, but one of the main things is to be spiritual, man. Alright? Be spiritual, man. Be spiritual. And therefore, if you be spiritual, alright, the Most High will sup with you and you cannot fall away, man. Alright? Alright? The scriptures also say that, no man can pluck the elect out of Yahawashi's hands, man. I believe that's John the 10th chapter. So with that, I pray brothers edified. Remember, man, basically be spiritual lest you fall, man. Shalawam.